Hi Flosstube, Cynthia here, the Intuitive Stitcher. Today is Monday, May the 1st, and this is Flosstube number 23. Thank you for coming back if you are subscribed to my channel, and I want to thank all new subscribers to my channel. I'm glad to have you here, and I hope that you like what you see. I will ask that you click the like button if you like my video, and also to hit the bell so that you can be alerted to upcoming videos. So I feel like a mishmash, so I hope that this goes well. So we'll see. I'm going to get right into my WIPs, and the last video I did for Flosstube was in South Carolina. I was with my daughter and her family, and so she was behind the camera on that video. So I think she did a pretty good job. She was zooming in and out of the pieces that I have, and I showed several finishes that I had given to her that she liked and wanted. So she has them hanging throughout her house. So I enjoyed that Flosstube because she was behind the camera. So it was fun. It was really fun. And I'll do that again when I go down again, which will be this summer. So I want to get some of my WIPs. It's cold up here, so I'm in Pennsylvania, Northeast, above Philadelphia I live. And so I've got, I don't want to turn my heat up because we had 70-degree weather and close to 80. So I turned my heat down, so it's like sweater weather. It's more like fall than it is spring, but I do like seeing the green. The grass is growing. We're getting plenty of rain, so the grass is nice and green and the trees are blooming. It's really nice. I love spring and I love summer. So the things that I want to show you, some of this you've seen if you watched my Flosstube from South Carolina, but I do want to show you the Kitty and Me designs. What I'm working on is the Bluebird on a strawberry. Now, I did do some stitching. I didn't get very far, so what you're going to see is very, very minimal. And I'm sorry about these, but it keeps my fabric in place. So I'm working on the bird, and I started with the peach color. So not a lot done, but I want to work on it some more, so next time I'll have more progress so that you will be able to see that it is a bird. And the fabric that I'm using is Charles Craft 28 count antique white even weave. So that's the bird from Kitty and Me Designs. And this bag is from Fat Quarter Shop, which is perfect size. I use hoops when I stitch, so I do like a bigger project bag for some of my bigger hoops. The next thing that I worked on in South Carolina is another Kitty and Me Designs. It is Little Peacock. And this is where I am. So I did a little bit more at home. That's my needle minder. So you can see the peacock, the beak, and so now I'm starting in here. And you can see that on, let me show you on the design. So the black is really going to bring it out. So I'm going to be working on this some more because I really like it. It's pretty. And I forgot the white paper that I put behind my stitching so that you can see it better. So that is called Little Peacock, Kitty and Me Designs. It's small, but it's going to be really pretty. And I think that I will try to frame that by myself. I don't know how I'll frame it, but I used to frame my things. I used to do different kinds of framing, so I know that I can do it because I did it, 10, 20 years ago, so I'll try it again. So the next piece that I was working on is Lesley Teare Tea Time Birds. And that is, if you're interested, that is her website, lesleyteare.com. I did like this piece, and I did do pretty much of the bird. Let me put that behind there. There's the bird. So you can tell it's a bird because I wanted to do the beak before I recorded this floss tube. So I like that too. I want to work on that some more and get the bird finished. So the bird that I'm working on is this one. I can't wait to get to the peach color because that's pretty. That is Lesley Teare, and it is called Tea Time Birds. So let me keep this all together. The next piece that I worked on in South Carolina was Blue Whale Designs Winter Nights. And I don't remember if I pulled this out since I'm at home. I'm going to cough. I think the pollen and all that bothers me. So, so I did work on Winter Nights. Blue Whale Designs, I worked on this. I'm working on this. There's also a snowman. I'm not going to do the snowman, so this will be a giveaway when I'm finished with the winter scene. So I don't remember if I picked this up when I got home from South Carolina. So that's it. I really don't have a whole lot to do, and it's all on blue. I'm using the called for 939 navy blue, and the fabric that I'm using is the 28 count that I have from Stash. So there you can see a little bit of it. Now I have the house, and so I only have like this part to do. So when I work on it, I should be able to finish it before next floss tube. But what I'm finding that I did the other day, yesterday it was, I had a busy day, but when I came home, I went through my WIPs because I wanted to work on something different. And I'll show you later what I pulled out and what I'm working on. So sometimes I just, I love working on these things, but sometimes I just need something different if I keep working on it over and over again. So we'll see what happens. Yesterday I was at the animal shelter because I always clean there on a Sunday. And so there's so many cats there that I love. And there's a cute gray cat we named him Charlie, and I'm trying to get him to be more friendly. So it takes a while I coax him out. He has a big cage. When they all come in, first they're in quarantine, and then they come into the big cat room where all the cats are. It's free roaming, and he's in a big cage. His litter box is on one side, and then there's like a hole in the center where he can go over to his bed area and his food area. We have a couple cages like that until they get acclimated to the room and the cats and the smells. And then we open the door, and if they want to come out, they come out, and they usually do because they want to investigate. But so I have to pet him, and then he'll come out of his bed. And so I was doing that yesterday, and he did venture out, so I was happy about that, but he's still a little scared. But before I left, we had a little black kitten come in. A woman said she found it and it was in a box. So she brought it in and we took it in and put this little thing in a cage. So I just fall in love with those little, I love all the cats, but the kittens that come in are just adorable. So we put that one in one of the empty cages that we have. So yeah, and I stayed there longer than normal. So yeah, I had a busy time there with cleaning, and then that happened. So I spent more time there. But anyway, I was there today too. I was in the area where the shelter is, and I just did a quick stop to check on Charlie, the gray cat, and the kitten was sleeping in a bed, so she was good. Or he. I don't know if it's a boy or girl. We'll find out tomorrow, maybe. Okay, sorry about that. Another thing I'm working on now is the Dimensions piece mason jar lineup, and you did see this before. Teare is working on this as well, and I am going to catch up with her. I'm going to do my darndest to catch up with her because she's really far on it. So what I did was I stitched some more over here, and I did you might have seen this before. I don't know how much I showed you or how much I had done. I did start doing the back stitch so that they start to look like jars. So I do like this, and I do like the pink flowers. It's pretty. The shading is really pretty. And so that's it. I don't know if I'm going to do all the jars. I had done I think it's Valerie Pfeiffer, the birds. It was like something chorus. I had the piece at my daughter's house. She has it hanging up, and there were like 6 birds, I think, and I only did 3. And it looks nice. So I don't know if I'm going to do all of these jars or just maybe 5 of them. I don't know. I'll decide when I get to that point. So that I really like. That's pretty. That's a Dimensions kit. And I picked this up at Joann Fabrics because I used, it was a 40% coupon or 50%. I don't remember. But that's what I did with my coupon. I saw that kit and I wanted it for quite some time. So I got it. And I got that last year. So the next thing that I've been working on is Mirabilia. Portrait of Veronica. It is my first Mirabilia. I love her. There's another one, a Mirabilia, and let me get into this right now because Crossed by Floss Lisa. She does mirrors. She does Mirror Monday, and check out her last Flosstube because I wrote this down because I forget and I want to word it right. She has a new Flosstube with her Mira May plans, and also her Flosstube that she just posted it's a Mira May plan, and it's a chart parade. So it's all Mira. So you have to watch it. It's really pretty, and she showed one that I really like, and I can't remember the name of it. Is it Midnight something? It's a real pretty Mirabilia pattern. I know I'm going to get it. I just know I am. So I've got to remember to write that down and order that. So anyway, but go to her Flosstube page, Crossed by Floss. It's Lisa, and it's a really nice, all of her Flosstubes are nice, but I really enjoyed looking at all of the mirrors that she was showing. So check her out too, if you like mirrors, or if you don't have any Mirabilias. So anyway, this is what I'm doing. And you can't see much, but that is my progress. It's not much, but I really do enjoy working on this because it's a lot of colors. It's a lot of it's like chunks of the same color. So that's what I like about it. It's like, you know, it's chunks of the same color. Like there's quite a lot of black and quite a lot of the different blues and teals. So I like that about this. So, and this I was taking to my daughter when I get my granddaughters off of the bus, and I sit with the girls until my daughter gets home from work. So I will get this out and work on this while I'm there. So yeah, that's pretty too. I really like that. That is my Mirabilia. And then I picked up my Peppermint Purple Sal. Now I have to hold something behind this because and I'll tell you what I'm doing and you tell me what you think. So I'm slow at this. It's a stitch along, and every Tuesday she posts the next block. So I got this out because I did my four blocks inside, and so I want to do the border around the 4 blocks, and then there are more blocks on the outside. So it's the 2023 Blackwork Stitch Along from Peppermint Purple. She's on Facebook, and you can also Google Peppermint Purple to look at her other designs. They're all pretty. Everything she comes up with is really pretty. So I'm doing this on a green Aida, and do I have it written down? 14 count Charles Craft Aida. I'm using the DMC 649, which is a dark green. The Charles Craft is like a light green Aida. I'm using a dark green DMC 699, and also I did the border with a gold E3821 DMC. I don't know how good it's going to show up. So that's what I'm working on. So I don't know if the gold sparkles or not, but it's metallic. I don't think it's sparkling. Maybe it's too dark in here. And I could that's as close as I can get. So I still have more of this border to do. I'm trying to hold this up so that with this booklet behind it, and it's just not working. I have to remember next time. So the border is wider than this. Comes out to about here, and then the new blocks start. So I think I like the gold. What do you guys think? Because it's something different. I don't want to do green. My 2020 Stitch Along with Peppermint Purple, it was all the same color. The lighter blue was the pattern, and the darker blue I had for that one was just around the block. So, but I wanted to do something different since this was a bigger border and then there's more blocks, I wanted to do a different color. So I thought gold would be pretty. There you can see it a little sparkly. So, yeah. So I worked on that because I did want to finish that and see, I was anxious to see how the gold metallic would work with that. Sorry, I've got to rearrange myself. Okay, yesterday I got out Little House Needleworks Jingle All the Way because I wanted to do something different. So I wanted to pick this up again and start working on it. Little House Needleworks Jingle All the Way, and I'm using a 28 count linen, and I'm using all the called for DMC. There we go. So I'm working up here. Today I had my embroidery guild. I belong to the Embroiderers Guild of America. Today we had a meeting, and I took this with me to work on. So I am continuing with the barn, and that's the barn. So I want to finish the barn, and then I think that I might do that sleigh instead of continuing with the trees. I might work down at the sleigh, but that's what I have so far. So that'll be pretty too. I like that, but I just had to do something different. So I looked through my stash of WIPs, and that was calling to me. So I'm looking at my notes. Let's do giveaways. Let's do giveaways. I have a few. So one more time, I want to reach out to Arlene Curry, who did win one of my giveaways, the Prairie Schooler. So Arlene, if you're catching up with my Flosstubes, it's called Amish Life. So Arlene, reach out to me. I checked to make sure that I didn't have your email, and I don't have it. So Arlene Curry, reach out to me so that I can mail this to you. So the first one that I have it's a Little Leaf Designs. It's called Spring in the Garden. And it has the thread included, and it also has the bunny. And I'll show you the bunny. Right there's the bunny rabbit. I hope you can see it through the paper. Yeah, that's the bunny. And the bunny goes right there. So it's 2008 Elizabeth's Designs. It's Spring in the Garden. And all the floss is there. So Little Leaf Design. And I'm sorry I didn't write anything down. See? This is going to be number 1. So if you want Spring in the Garden, write number 1 in the comment section. Okay. Number 2 is going to be Needlepoint Tote. It's by the Lazy Daisy. It's a dimensions kit. It's called Beach. Now in this, it's needlepoint. It's not cross stitch. It's needlepoint because you can see it. The colors are stamped on. It's not fabric, it's needlepoint. But all of the floss is in here. The floss is in here. And the design is stamped on it's not fabric that you're using. I don't know what it's called, but this is going to be number 2. If you want this one called Beach, it's number 2. So just list number 2 in the comments. A third one I have is from my cousin. She's not going to do this. She's had this, I think, quite some time. It is, here you go, it's an owl. It's called Sweet Annette. That's the name of the designer or the company. Sweet Annette stamp pattern. Now, it comes with this to put on the back when you're finished, and this. The board, it's like a board. It's not perforated paper, but it's like perforated paper, but it's very thick. Very thick. I can't even bend it. So It's almost like a piece of wood. And then this would go on the back when you're finished with it. This is going to be number 3. That will be number 3. Now, what you do for this is you scan that barcode and then you can email that. The pattern will come up, but you have to email it to yourself and then save it, I guess, as a document. I did it. So whoever gets this, if they can't do that, you have to let me know, because I did save it as a document. So whoever wins this, if you don't get it, if you're not able to scan that barcode, I will. And that's number 3. I hope this is all showing up right and it's not backwards. If it's backwards, I'm going to have to do this all over again. But I usually check everything before I start my floss tubes. I do a dry run for like a minute to make sure that you're seeing the words and they're not reversed. So I want, and I think that it's right. So this one is number 3. And then Beach was number 2. And Spring in the Garden is number 1. Okay? So, number 1. Number 2. And number 3. See, I really am discombobulated, or whatever you would call it. Number 3. All right. Those are the giveaways for this time around. Now, what's next? I watched Carla at the Crazy Cross Stitch Lady. So Jennifer at Stitching in the Bluegrass did a floss tube number 53, and she did the floss tube with Carla from the Crazy Cross Stitch Lady. So, and that's a really nice floss tube to watch. So I think it was on Jennifer's page and not Carla's page. So Jennifer at Stitching in the Bluegrass floss tube number 53. Check that out. And Carla won the last giveaway that I had. So she showed that. And so I want to thank her for mentioning my name on that floss tube video. I like both. I like to watch both of them, Jennifer and Carla. I like to watch their floss tubes. Another floss tuber that I just watched was Kenny Stitches, and I watched his floss tube for the first time, and I really enjoyed his floss tube. So Kenny Stitches is another one that I really enjoyed. I enjoyed them all. I'll have to list them all sometime, and because there are so many that I like to watch. I want to show you what I did, my last embroidery group. We learned how to do beading around a cabochon. I don't know how well you're going to see this, but this is the cabochon that I bought. We have a bead shop right near me, actually like maybe a few blocks away from where I live. And I got that cabochon. So I learned how to bead. One of our members is a beader and a stitcher, and I know she does other things as well, but she taught the class on how to bead around this cabochon. And now this is my first beading around a cabochon. So I'll show you the side. And then, so this part is like a gray color, a dark gray, and then I have the lighter. It's almost like a metallic, almost bead. So, and I wish, well, it does shine a little bit. So that's my cabochon. I'm going to put one more row around the top, I think. But I think I'm going to make a pin, a brooch with it instead of a necklace. So That's something new that I learned to do. So I wanted to show you all because I'm so happy. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's so pretty. Don't you think? I love it. It's so pretty. So, yeah, we learn how to do different things, and I'm so glad we have a lot of members who do different things. I've done Swedish weaving, and we're always looking for members to show, people, our members, what, teach something new. So I might do a Swedish weaving class in the future. Haul. Oh my gosh. Listen. Look at this. Oh my gosh. I like bothy threads and Rendale designs. Hannah Dale. Rendale designs. And I look at all of them and I'm like, I don't know which one I want. But I saw this and I fell in love instantly. And it reminds me of Cinderella when the mice were sewing her gown, her dress. My aunt used to call me Cinderella because my first name is Cynthia. She would always call me Cinderella. She was my great aunt. So let me open this up and show you. It's a kit. I got it from 123stitch.com. It's a kit. So it came with a hoop. Thank you for buying this Bothy Threads kit. We hope you like our new packaging, which is all recyclable and part of our pledge to go plastic free. So that's the hoop. And time to thread your needle. Happy stitching, Bothy Threads. I got the needle. Look at this. All the thread. All the thread. Maybe this comes like this all the time. I don't know. But this is new to me. And my favorite is this. Ada. Let me fold it the right way. Look at that. I cannot wait to start this, but I wanted to show you first. So I'm not sure what count the Ada is. I know it's here somewhere. It's 14. The designers worked on 14 count white Zweigart Ada. So, and it's printed on the front with a speckled design. So anyway, I am so happy about that because it's so pretty. It's so pretty. The mouse just reminds me of the Cinderella mice. I can't wait to start that. So I'm excited. That is haul. And then I got these the magnifiers that I clip onto my glasses. I like those because when I'm stitching and watching TV, I can just look the magnifiers come to like here so that I can look up and see TV and then look down and see what I'm doing. And then I got some, I really enjoy using the 26 needles, the size 26 needle. So I did get some of those. So, and I think that's it. Yes, that is it. So 34 minutes, not bad. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to comment. I do read my comments. I love comments. I enjoy reading the comments, and I do like to respond. So thank you so much for watching my channel, and I do hope that you like it. And don't forget the giveaways. Don't mention the word giveaway, because then it's my understanding that there are people who want the giveaway and they either sell it or they don't work on it. And I want someone who really likes the giveaway, that they would be working on it. So don't mention the word giveaway or prize. Just do the comments as number 1, 2, or 3. And you have to be 18 because I will be asking you, 18 or over, because I need to ask you for your address. And I don't think there's anything else about that. Sometimes I forget. I think there's 3 things, but sometimes I forget. That's about it. I had a busy week last week, and this week isn't so busy. I'm going out to eat a lot this week because I'm meeting up with friends that I worked with. I'm meeting up with someone tomorrow. She had to move her mother to a different nursing facility. So when I asked her if she wanted to go meet for breakfast, she said, yes, she needs the friendship. So tomorrow, so her mother's moving from one nursing home to another. So, yeah, and then tomorrow night I have my evening embroidery guild meeting. I'm the secretary, so I take notes. And I think there's something else going on too, and I go to the shelter, the animal shelter, tomorrow and Thursday. So that's about it. So please, I hope that you like this video. Let me know if you like it. Let me know if I can do anything different. Let me know if I do things that are annoying to you. You know, I don't know. I think sometimes I talk too much. So I hope I didn't stray too far from what I wanted to tell you and talk about. But I hope that everyone has a good week. And I should have thought of something intuitive. Well, use your intuition. I say that all the time. Use your intuition. It won't lead you astray. I've used it several times this past week, more so than normal, and it always works for me. So I am the intuitive stitcher. Use your intuition and that gut feeling that you have if you're making any kind of decisions. I always do. And anyway, I'm babbling, so I'm going to say have a good week, and I'll see you next time. Bye.